everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. So for this video I'm just going to be showing my pickups that I've gotten in the last week. There hasn't been many. I think I've only got around 5 titles. So I decided, you know what, I haven't done a haul video in a long time. You know, let's do one today and just get through these 5 movies, just to share my thoughts on them and what I thought of some of the transfers on it. So let's not waste any time, let's get right onto it. So the first pickup I got was this movie, Romeo Must Die, starring Jet Li. This is a good action movie. The director of this movie also directed Exit Wounds, which I'm a huge fan of. It was probably Seagal's last great movie. And this one now, I have to admit, I have a huge fondness to this movie. For one reason in particular is, believe it or not, it's one of the first DVDs that I ever bought. I actually remember the day very well. I picked this up along with Amityville 2, The Possession, and I was desperate to get this film on Blu-ray. It's been, like I said, it's a very old DVD that I had, and this definitely needed some updating. And thankfully with this release, it looks absolutely beautiful. It's a great, you know, over-the-top action movie. Jet Li is unbelievable in it. There's a woman in it named Aliyah, I think her name is. I think this was one of her last movies before she died in a plane crash. It's a bit of a shame because she's actually fantastic in this movie, and apparently she was up for the Matrix sequels. She was going to have a starring role in them movies, I think, as well. But unfortunately, that happened with the plane crash. So, yeah, we lost a bit of a talent there, I have to admit, because she was great in this movie, and it would have been very interesting to see her in the Matrix movies. So, yeah, that's my first pickup, Romeo Must Die. Good action flick, and if you're into your kind of martial arts action movies, you should love this one. So, yeah, that is Romeo Must Die. Right, up next, this is a great one. I've been desperate to get this one for a while. So we've got Daddy's Cadillac, aka License to Drive. I've only spoken about this I've actually spoken about it a few times in a stream that I've done there in the last week or two. And I was a bit confused by this release because Daddy's Cadillac, I wasn't sure whether or not I was getting License to Drive. And I had to get help from a few of my YouTube friends to just kind of confirm that it was License to Drive. And I have to admit, got this in the door. It is an absolute beautiful looking Mediabook. It's very rare as well. There's only 500 of these, and I think I got a number 158. So yes, not many of them out there. I have to admit, I watched this movie, knocked it on the other night. The print in this film looks very clean. It's it wouldn't take a whole lot to get this looking pristine in 4K, if I'm being totally honest. That's how clean this print looks. I was very impressed by the picture quality on it. It's also got a DTS 5.1 English audio on it as well, just in case anyone's wondering. And yeah, it's not too many features. That's the only thing that's kind of lacking from it. But it's a good movie. It stars the 2 Coreys. You know, you've got Corey Haim, you got Corey Feldman, you got Heather Graham in there as well. She's very sweet in the movie. And you know what? It's one of those films that it kind of got me thinking that maybe I should seek out a few more of these Corey movies, because they've done 9 films together. I've only seen 2, this and The Lost Boys, and I think the 2 of them work very well together. And I need to check out some more of the movies. So if anyone's gotten any kind of heads up on maybe a title that I might not have seen by these, please do let me know in the comment section. So yeah, that is Daddy's Cadillac. And again, this Mediabook is still available. It can be got, even though there's only 500 of them. I think you can even get it on Amazon. It is a German release. I got it from Amazon Germany, but I think you can get it on Amazon UK as well. So if you're interested, do check it out, because it really is a beautiful looking Mediabook, and yeah, very happy to finally have this movie in my collection. So yeah, that is driving License to Drive. Sorry, wow, or Daddy's Cadillac, whatever you want to pick. Right, up next, onto a few 4K titles. And the first one we've got here is Free Guy. My beautiful fiance Ellen actually bought this for me. She got it to me as a surprise. And yeah, I don't know what was wrong with this movie, or why I was holding out and not getting it, because I've heard nothing but great things about it. And I have to admit, when we watched this, I was in tears laughing watching it. It's such a fun movie. The only problem I kind of have with it is with Ryan Reynolds. I love Ryan Reynolds now, don't get me wrong, I love him. But it kind of feels like every time I see a Ryan Reynolds movie now, it feels like I'm watching a Deadpool movie, which is a bit odd. But I have to admit, I love him in this. That other persona that he plays in this movie, I can't remember what his name, the dude or something like that, the fella that's real bulky. I couldn't look at him. It was too unnatural looking. It was horrible to look at. But I have to admit, the fight sequence between the two of them at the end of it was absolutely fantastic. And again, had a great time with this movie. The only thing I will say about it is the 4K transfer on this. This is one of your real run-of-the-mill 4K transfers. You know, for some strange reason, the 4K looks incredibly a lot darker than the Blu-ray. And it's just like, it's just one of them films that it's minor upgrades over its Blu-ray counterpart, and we seem to be getting a lot of them recently, unfortunately, and it's a bit of a shame, because I would love to see. It's one of them films that, you know, if done right, the 4K could look absolutely extraordinary in it. Now, not taking anything away from it, the picture still looks fantastic, but it's just one of them films that you will knock it on and you'd be hard pressed to tell the difference between this and its Blu-ray. But like I said, look, it's a fun movie. It's a great movie. You do get a nice little upgrade as well. It's just not a huge upgrade. And you've also got a Dolby Atmos soundtrack on it as well. And yeah, I had a great time with this one. So yeah, that's Free Guy. Right, another Steelbook, another 4K release here, and we got it in Steelbook form. We have got I Am Legend. Now, this is an Italian Steelbook. I've been wanting to get this for a while, and I kind of just held off because I was looking at on Amazon Italy, and it felt like every week that I went on to Amazon Italy, the price of this was dropping and dropping and dropping. So I just said, you know what, I'll just hold out as much as I could. Because it's one of them films, I love this movie, and apparently it's been confirmed now for a sequel where Will Smith's going to be starring in it. Not quite sure how they're going to get around that one, especially when you see the ending of this one. But yeah, it's one of them films that I do love, but I just wanted to hold out and see how cheap I could get this Steelbook for. And believe it or not, I was able to get this for €12. €12 for a 4K Steelbook. From Amazon Italy. I've spoken about this numerous times in my videos. Amazon Italy are phenomenal when it comes to Steelbooks. Even when they even when they come out new, they are so much cheaper than buying from Amazon UK, and definitely far cheaper than buying from Zavvi. So yeah, to get this for €12 is absolutely incredible. The 4K transfer looks absolutely beautiful on it as well. It really is a big upgrade over the previous Blu-ray as well. And look, if you're a fan of Will Smith and you're a fan of this movie, do check out this film in 4K. It does look beautiful, and the only thing that's lacking in it, if I remember correctly, is you don't get a Dolby Atmos soundtrack in it. It's a DTS 5.1 audio, I think. I'm trying to confirm that there now. Yes, the DTS 5.1 audio. Yeah, it would have been nice to get an Atmos soundtrack with it, but unfortunately we didn't get it. But yeah, if you are interested in this film, again, it's on Amazon Italy. I think might have gone back up in price, but trust me, keep an eye on it. It keeps going down. It's one of them films on Amazon Italy. It just keeps going up and down. So yeah, that is I Am Legend, and it's a nice looking Steelbook as well. Right, my last film for this video, and it's one of them movies that I desperately wanted the Steelbook. But the movie itself, I had my doubts about it. But yeah, we have got Jungle Cruise on 4K Blu-ray, and I've got it in this beautiful Steelbook. I've been wanting to get this Steelbook for a while. The minute I seen the videos on this, I thought it looked absolutely beautiful. The only problem was it was a Zavvi exclusive, and they were asking for €40 for it. Not a chance. No way will I spend 40 quid, especially on a Zavvi Steelbook. So I held off, I waited, and thankfully I was able to find this on eBay, and I was able to get it for relatively cheap. I think I paid around €24 for it. And then it was another £5 on delivery, so just less than 30 quid, which is great to get, especially for this Steelbook, because, like I said, it's one of the nicest looking Steelbooks I've seen out there. It's just, the artwork looks absolutely beautiful on it. It's one of them movies, I'm not the biggest fan of The Rock, if I'm being completely honest. I find that he's very forgettable in nearly everything that he does, even though I really like the chap. I think he's a real genuine guy. It's just his acting performances are just a bit kind of very run-of-the-mill. So the big draw to me with this movie was Emily Blunt, because I'm a huge fan of Emily Blunt. And I think she's on a great run at the moment, and I have to admit she's very charming in this movie, and I really do like her in this film. The film itself, you know, I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting a whole lot from it, if I'm going to be completely honest. But I did enjoy it. It's one of them films that if you kind of take like Indiana Jones and you take The Mummy and Pirates of the Caribbean, you kind of mash them all together. Somewhere in there, you will get Jungle Cruise. It is just your run-of-the-mill kind of, you know, adventure movie, where it doesn't really add anything new, you know, to the table, unfortunately. Yeah, but I had a good time with it. Yeah, again, The Rock was a bit forgettable in this film, I'm not going to lie. He was charming in it as well, but again, just, I don't know what it is with him. I don't know, I find a lot of his roles are very forgettable, unfortunately, for me, just in my opinion. The 4K transfer on this movie is quite nice. Again, it is one of them 4K releases that it's not what you call a huge jump over the previous Blu-ray. But thankfully, the colours is what really kind of, you know, stands out for this release. It's, you know, it's Jungle Cruise, it's jungle setting. You know, the colours look unbelievable, and it really, really does. The HDR does a fantastic job in it. And it's also got a Dolby Atmos soundtrack on it as well. And just like your typical Disney soundtracks, you're going to find yourself trying to turn up the volume quite a bit. Do not understand Disney why they can't seem to get the audio right when it comes to their 4K releases. But like I said, when you do turn it up, it sounds quite decent. And yeah, like I said, had a fun time with this movie. 4K picture looks quite decent, and the Atmos is good when you turn it up quite a bit. So that is it, folks. That is everything that I picked up for the last week. Some great looking steelbooks in there, and I had some I enjoyed a lot of them movies as well. It was great to finally get that License to Drive Mediabook. I had not seen that film in years, and I had a great time when I revisited it as well. So that is it, folks. That is it. So as per usual, if you did like this video, please do give us a thumbs up, and if you could leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on some of these releases. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. So take it easy, folks out there. Stay safe. Bye bye.